So you're trying to tell me you're nuts, right?
No, simply that this coconut is the perfect symbol for what this episode is all about.
How so?
In a nutshell, we get a lot of myths that are too small to test. We call them mini-myths, right?
Yep.
Until now, those myths have been a tough nut to crack, but I think that we've nutted out a solution, and that is to throw as many mini-myths into a single episode as possible, specifically this episode.
How many?
6, and I figured we'd begin with a classic, can you mail a coconut without any packaging? I thought we'd start out by putting a stamp and our address on it, see if it comes back to the shop by the end of the show.
And you know, there's one I've always wanted to try, which is, can you light a strike anywhere match with a bullet?
Well, let's get started.
It's a match made in mini-myth fan request heaven. A single testable question that can be answered in one glorious afternoon down at the gun range. And without putting Adam in harm's way, here's a quick myth illustration.
Through the magic of editing, allow me to demonstrate exactly what we hope to achieve today. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, don't move.
I won't.
That's what this story's all about. Can a bullet light a match? Well, when you get right down to it, it's all about friction.
If this myth is true, we're going to be able to light this with this while this is traveling at nearly 800 feet per second.
The question is whether that bullet is able to cause enough friction when it grazes that match to actually ignite it without blowing the head of the match off.
I'll tell you, I'm not sure it's going to work, and it's not about the precision. That I feel that we can solve. It's about the length of time this bullet will be in contact with this match, and whether that length of time is long enough to set the lighting chemical conflagration in motion.
So the guys are ready.
Gun is going hot.
They have their .45 caliber gun with its large, slow-moving slug, perfect for this experiment, aimed by a laser at the tip of the match.
Firing in 3,
Surely this won't take long.
1.
Maybe it will.
Not lit, not even gone. Apparently it's too low.
Despite Adam's pleasure at the quality of the high-speed shot,
That is so pretty. It's so crisp, you can see the reflection of the match head in the bullet.
even with laser-guided precision, they completely missed. So they're reverting to a more utilitarian method of marking the bullet's trajectory.
Let's do it.
Cardboard and trial and error.
3, 2, 1.
Plenty of error.
That's crazy high. Well, you shot the head right off.
And plenty of trial.
Oh, it missed it. So close, but it's not touching it. Well, we're a few shots in and we have not gotten a match to light yet, but we're in the thick of it. So close. We knocked most of the red off the match without destroying it, so we're really, really close. We're trying to get this grazing action without destroying the match head, which we've already done.
Too high. We want to just graze the very tip of it.
I don't know, to get one to light may take another few shots, may take another few hours. What do you think?
I don't see no fire.
No lit match, but a quick look at the high speed confirms they are on target.
Oh, perfect. It's just knocking off a little bit of the white there.
Just barely touched it.
That's what's required.
Could that be myth busted? The bullet grazed the match head, but it didn't kickstart the chain of events that end in a lit match. And to find out exactly what happens when you light a match, here's Jamie.
This is how matches work. In the head of the match, you've got a fuel, which is a sulfur-based product. You've got an oxidizer, which is usually potassium chlorate. And you've got glass powder. It's all held together in a binder on the head of the match. The striker has glass powder, but it also has a small amount of red phosphorus. And when you strike the match on the striker, that glass-on-glass friction generates enough heat to convert the red phosphorus into white phosphorus, which happens to burst into flames when it's exposed to air. Now, in a strike anywhere match like this one, all those same ingredients are on the head of the match. And so you can strike it on any abrasive surface, the same reaction occurs, generates heat, generates white phosphorus, you've got a lit match.
And back on the range, despite feeling like they've got a busted myth on their hands, the guys lock and load for one last shot.
Firing in 3, 2, 1.
Nice! Punch in!
You asked for it, and we made it happen.
Well, that's fully burnt. We did it.
But keep in mind that it took us 9 tries to make this happen. We had precision equipment, and the accuracy required was down to, 1,000th of an inch or so.
That's great. That is so cool. Well, I was wrong again. This was fully able to light this when they were only in contact for a 12,000th of a second. It's mighty short, but it's mighty confirmed. Next up is an actual prank. Let me start with a question. Have you ever gone to sleepaway camp?
I was a camp counselor for years.
Okay, did you ever play pranks on the kids in your charge?
Of course. In fact, that was a job requirement.
Ever take a sleeping person's hand and dip it in a bowl of warm water to see if they'd wet themselves?
Actually, no, but I have always wondered about that one.
You're not gonna have to wonder much longer because we're gonna put it to the test.
Well, all right then.
Aside from our sleeping human guinea pigs, the only piece of equipment the team requires for this test is this moisture-activated voice alarm.
So how is it that these shiny strips of metal are able to detect liquid? Well, when water crosses over 2 of these strips, it'll allow a minute amount of electrical current to pass through it, and this alarm right here is sensitive enough to detect that and start yelling at me.
Oh my God, what the hell are you doing?
When it does.
Next, the guys need a place to sleep.
Got my jammies. I'm ready to go to work.
And here at the California Sleep Lab, in this bedroom with a view, they've got state-of-the-art monitoring equipment.
This looks comfy. A lovely plastic sheet.
This is a camp prank, a staple of camp pranks the world over for generations, I swear. And it is simply that if you take a sleeping person's hand and place it in a bowl of warm water, that person will involuntarily wet themselves in their bed.
Oh my God, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Now, we researched the heck out of this, and we got tons of anecdotal evidence, but nobody seems to have studied it, and that's where we come in.
All right, so we're gonna start your hookup now.
Okay.
We have come to the California Center for Sleep Disorders, and Jamie and I are each going to take turns being the test subject. One of us will fall asleep in this bed, and when we reach the correct phase of sleep, the other one will sneak in with a bowl of water and see if this is in fact true.
Do I think this is going to work? Well, in my case, not so much. As it happens, I'm a very light sleeper, and my suspicion is that if somebody comes in the middle of the night and tries to mess with my hand, the other one's going to hit him square in the face.
And that is surely the key stumbling block for this myth.
Is he sucking his thumb?
Unless they are absolutely out for the count, getting the sleeper's hand into the water without waking them up will be tough. But that's where clinical director Michael Salemi comes in.
His eyes are closed, but he's definitely not asleep.
With all the electrodes on Jamie's head, what are we looking at there?
These are his eyes right here, and we're looking at eye movements, and this is his EEG. So we're looking at his brainwave patterns here to see if there's any changes that would indicate that he's actually fallen asleep.
Basically, by monitoring the brain's electrical activity, we can tell how deep is Jamie's sleep. Stages 1 and 2 are light transitional stages that won't be ideal for this test. Stage 3, also called slow wave sleep, is the goal. Here, brain activity is significantly reduced and the sleeper is less easily woken. But Jamie's playing hard to get.
He's not sleeping. He's waiting.
And Adam, geared up with night vision goggles, loses patience and goes in.
Oh, you're totally awake. You've had like 2 hours, man.
Sorry. Nice get up.
Thank you. I think your time is up. I think it's my turn.
Okay. Well, I don't mean to be a party pooper, but no sleep, no results.
So, I was right about Jamie not sleeping. He was waiting, and he waited us out. He waited so long we had to throw him out as a test subject. I've always wanted the cyber hair extensions, and now it's my turn.
As soon as Adam's down, he's out. And finally, things are looking up. Or are they?
Although Adam dropped to sleep really quickly, he may not be a very good candidate for this either, because Adam has sleep apnea, which means that he's struggling for air from time to time, and it's waking him up. So he may not be able to get down into that deep sleep that we need him to be at to do this trick.
But before the team runs out of patience, Adam finally descends into stage 3 sleep. However, there's another complication.
Both of his hands are under his head, so I don't know what to do other than try it. If he doesn't wake up, maybe we'll get what we need.
With Adam twisted awkwardly, Jamie manages to get Adam's hand over the bowl. But the best he can do is gently pour water over the hand until our camp prank victim awakes.
All right then. So Adam, notice that your hand is wet. Is there anything else that's wet?
Nope. It's all dry.
Darn it. If this technique was going to work, it should have worked on Adam, because everything that I've read says that the sound of water running, the sensation of water on the hand should precipitate this bedwetting. And I got both of those things very cleanly with Adam, and he didn't wet his bed.
Well, it's definitely not looking very good for this myth at this point.
So let's recap. I just flat out couldn't get to sleep.
Oh, you're totally awake.
Adam, we got to sleep. We got him to where he needed to be. We got his hand in the bowl, but the best I could do was dribble water over it. We did not get full immersion.
Nope. It's all dry.
So we've got one last chance, and for that we're gonna induct Matt, our runner, and we'll see whether we can get him to wet his bed.
Yeah, let's make Mama proud.
All right, if you actually do wet yourself, this is what you'll hear.
Oh my God, what the hell are you doing?
All right. Sweet dreams.
And mere minutes after lights out, sweet dreams it is.
There we go. They're starting to spread out.
All right, let's get a bucket of water ready. Let this be a lesson to you kids, lest you think working for MythBusters is all fun and games. Even the runners are not above getting humiliated on national television. This is perfect. Matt's hand is in the bowl. It's the ideal illustration of this myth. I don't hear the alarm, so I don't think he's involuntarily urinating yet.
Not yet, but after 5 minutes of hand and wrist immersion, this happens.
Oh my God, what the hell are you doing? Oh my God.
With the alarm going nuts and bedlam in the bedroom, it's not until the lights are switched on that the offending puddle can be examined.
Dude, did you think you peed yourself?
I don't think I did.
Roll over, let's see what's going on there. Looks like it could be a spill.
Yeah, it's not from the source, unfortunately.
How did it get that separate puddle over there?
If Matt says it's not from the source, I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, it looks like it is just on the side. I don't see wet pants overall. Well, if that is the case, then it didn't work, because his hand was full on in that water for like, what was it, 5 minutes or better?
Did you even feel it?
No.
That's awesome. I really thought that we'd hit pay dirt with the Smith when I heard this start screaming, but no. It's late in the middle of the night, and after Matt's hand was in that bowl for 5 minutes, some of the water sloshed out and caused our alarm to go off. With all of this, I can't see that we can call this myth anything but busted.
I know we're going to get some grief for this one, but hey, we gave this myth a couple of good honest tries, and we didn't get diddly as far as bedwetting goes.
Oh my God, what the hell are you doing?
It might work for some people, but it just isn't a surefire thing.
Well, that's another in a long line of inexplicably strange situations that we're totally responsible for.
That's gross.
You look like you're thinking of something pretty good.
I am. There's a myth going around that you can stick your hand into molten lead and not get hurt.
This isn't some kind of elaborate prank, is it, to get me to try something super dangerous and then for you to laugh at my pain?
Well, that's an intriguing idea, but no, this is a real myth, and in fact, I'm a little nervous about it.
Well, then perhaps we should start with something other than our hands.
I think that's a good idea.
Molten metal. Pretty nasty stuff. Just look at these shots of a foundry. It would seem that if you touched any of that stuff with your hands, you'd be horribly, horribly burned. But maybe not so. See, there's a myth going around that if you take pure lead and you melt it, that you can dip your hand in it and not be burnt or horribly injured. I know. The trick is supposed to be that you wet your hand before doing it, and it exploits what's known as the Leidenfrost effect.
The Leidenfrost effect? Well, seeing as it's the scientific basis for the myth, Adam, with his hot steel ball and fish tank, is on demonstration duty.
Wow, look at that.
You can see a clear skin of, I guess it's steam around the whole thing. What you're seeing in this demonstration is known as the Leidenfrost effect.
It's like an atmosphere.
It's interesting because the steam that's created when you expose a hot surface to water is actually insulating that surface. And it makes sense because steam, being a gas, conducts heat less rapidly than the water itself does.
And that's the key. When cool water is exposed to an extremely hot surface, a layer of water vapor, which is a relatively poor heat conductor, provides a thin protective barrier. So it's time to get cooking for this hair-raising stunt.
Is this me?
With the one and only ingredient, lead.
Is this the first Terminator you've ever cooked?
No, I've done this a lot before, actually. Every time I get a robot that's misbehaving.
The problem is you gotta keep them cooking, otherwise they reformulate and try and kill you.
It's about 725 degrees.
Well, that's about 100 degrees more than melting temperature. I think that's about right.
Let's do it.
Cue the stand-in digits.
This meat is raw, and if it actually gets too hot, it's going to change color because it's cooking.
If these finger-sized sausages sizzle, then Adam and Jamie won't be going anywhere near the hot pot.
Oh, no, that seems to be a problem, doesn't it?
A very slight change of color.
But also, lead stuck to... I wouldn't want that to happen to my finger.
No.
And in a discouraging sign for the myth, a repeat performance yields the same result.
Now, that lead sticking to it seems to be a real problem to me.
Yeah, because that'd create a burn in that area.
Create a very bad burn.
While not burnt by the standards of any backyard barbecue, the sausage is being cooked. But they're not giving up yet.
Surprisingly, according to what we understand about this effect, we need to raise the temperature, and it's recommended to bring it up to 200 degrees higher than the lead's melting point. If we don't reach that, the lead actually starts to stick to our surrogate finger here, and we saw that that sticking caused it to cook a little bit, and that's bad.
A hair's breadth over 800.
So, in order to avoid burning their stand-in digits, they're going to raise the temperature and try again.
Here's where we stand so far. Behind me is a bucket of molten lead, into which we have already stuck a couple of breakfast sausages and watched them get lead stuck to them and watched them get burnt. We're not ready to put our hands in there yet, but we hear that if we get the lead 200 degrees over its melting point, great. That's 850, let's try it. It'll stop sticking. Here's that finger, bucket of water, whoop, shake it off, into the lead. And it looks pretty much perfect, and it's still cold.
Yeah.
So 850 degrees Fahrenheit is the magic number. The sausage comes through unscathed, which leaves just one question.
I'm game. You game?
I picture people yelling at their TV, "Go on, do it! You, go on, try it! Ah!" Aren't you? Yeah. All right. We're about to go for it. We're about to dip our hands into molten metal, and we've got plenty of evidence saying that this is safe. It's clear from our experimentation that the conditions to do it safely are actually pretty precise. I think we've got them. And I think it's gonna be okay.
And this little piggy burned clean off.
Despite the sausage-based evidence, clearly a sentence never before used, there is still a healthy amount of trepidation. Remember, the lead is at around 450 degrees Celsius, which puts this stunt firmly in the don't try at home category.
Nothing. Now, I just went about that deep.
Yeah, you want to go a little deeper?
My little finger is just fine. Of course, I only went in about that deep. I was being a little careful. I didn't feel a thing. It felt kind of warm and pleasant, actually.
Go for it.
And a repeat performance with an index finger yields the same result.
Now that one, it went in pretty good, and no problem.
No problem?
No problem.
I guess it's my turn.
Adam has had the luxury of using Jamie as a human guinea pig, so naturally, he has to up the ante. He's going for 4 fingers.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. One human hand in molten metal. Oh, that's freaky. You can feel the water boiling against your fingers. You can feel that right there.
And that pretty much puts this lead mini-myth to bed.
So Jamie and I just successfully dipped our hands into a pot of molten metal. No lie. The Leidenfrost effect is no myth. It protected us. There we go. Oh, I still don't want to do it. Oh, okay, here we go. Nice. Normally, we're replicating seemingly safe circumstances under which people get maimed or killed. Here, we're replicating a clearly dangerous situation in which people are completely unharmed. And I think we find this more frightening than the other kind.
Well, I'm unharmed. You?
I'm fine.
That's all we needed. That's a myth confirmed.
Yep.